Welcome to True Crime, False Crime. I'm your host, Jordan Katcher, and I'm here to ask our contestants a question as old as the premise for this podcast. Was that a true crime or a false crime? This week's contestant is Krystal Mosley. Krystal, thanks for coming in for questioning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. This is going to be a lot of fun. Do you think you're going to make it to the winner's circle, the top three?
I'm definitely going to try. I'm going to try.
Here's
That's
hoping.
for sure.
So here's how the game works in case you're new, like our guest Krystal here. In a moment, I'm going to offer prompts about crimes and criminals in varying styles that either contain real-life facts or purely fabricated phoniness, and it's up to you to guess what is what. So, odd-numbered prompts are true crime, false crime prompts, and that means that I'm going to tell you about a crime. It's either true or false. Even-numbered prompts can be any of these prompts right here, which we'll go through as we get to them in the game. You get to choose what order they go in, but the trick is you only get to do each one once. Those are worth 2 points. And then our last question is always last meal, which is where I tell you about a last meal that somebody who's on death row had right before they kicked the bucket. That's worth 3 points. In total, you can get 20 points. That's a perfect score.
Wow.
You ready to roll?
I think I am.
All right, let's dive right in with our first true crime, false crime. Here we go. In 2021, Tammy Bird was arrested for over 400 counts of fraud involving fraudulent returns to Amazon. Bird would order an item on Amazon, receive the item, process a return, but fill the package with rocks roughly the same weight as the item she received and then send it in. She's currently awaiting trial. Is that a true crime or a false crime?
See, the way that I see it, that would be Idiot 101.
Sure.
Right? Or if you were just starting out as a criminal. And I guess maybe it would be quite funny for a middle-aged woman to think, hey, I'm going to play a joke. Or considering maybe she's very rich, and she's like, I know how to get at Amazon. Because, obviously you're going to get caught putting rocks in a package.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of things about like returns with Amazon that they don't really like check anything. Like it's kind of just like, yeah, whatever, you returned it.
Wow. Okay.
They're massive. So
that
a lot of room for oversight.
Game. Yeah, that's wow. That looking at that kind of opens it up here a little bit. Okay. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna say, let's see. And she got let me see. Based off of the punishment.
Well, she's awaiting trial.
Oh wow, she's awaiting trial. Okay.
This happened last year, 2021.
Oh, man. Okay. And see, I have to see if she's awaiting trial. Did she? Is this a first-time offense for her?
I would assume so.
Okay. Well, then I'm pretty sure.
Just based off the fact that it's not on the prompt.
Oh, okay. Then, because I have to think, like, if it's awaiting trial, she probably, maybe third strike comes into my mind.
Sure.
But middle-aged woman, third strike, sending rocks to Amazon. She knows what she's doing. She's laughing at the company.
It's possible. What do you think?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna say yeah, it's a crime.
It's a false crime. That is not a true thing. That did not happen.
I was so close to saying it was.
You're always
not
so
real.
close when there's only two options. So here we are on to our first even-numbered question. Okay. So you can take your pick between any of these. We have person of interest, it's the law, reverse round, sentenced, and have you seen that doc? What do you want to go with first?
Ooh, okay. Person of interest, reverse round, and sentenced. Oh, man. I do love a good punishment.
Sentenced?
I'm feeling that. Revenge is.
Let's do it.
That's my thing. Let's try it.
All right. As punishment for Grand Theft Auto, you are fined $35,000 and sentenced to not own a car for the next 7 years.
Oh God, yeah.
What do you think? That's
a great one.
A judge but did a judge hand that down? What do you think? Did that really happen or is that fake?
Oh, God, that would be perfect. Okay, wait, so he would have to pay, 7 years, right?
Mm-hmm. And $35,000.
$35,000.
Theoretically, that's the price of the car that they stole. Theoretically.
I don't think that's enough money. I don't even think that's enough years.
Oh, interesting.
False. Yeah, right? That's not enough, for that. And the car was high-end, right? It's upscale, high-end car, probably.
Possible. It doesn't say. It just says Grand Theft Auto.
Ah, okay. Okay.
What do you think? Is that true?
No, it's a false. That's a lie.
You're right. That is a false sentencing. Great job. We're going to cross sentencing off the board.
I was just getting warmed up earlier.
Hey, you got to warm up. It's important to warm up. You don't want to get injured.
Right, and I don't want to come across as smug either. You got to get one wrong.
100%. You got to be relatable.
You got to throw something away.
All right, let's move on to our next true crime, false crime. In June 1981, Issei Sagawa was caught in a Parisian park with 2 suitcases filled with the remains of Renee Hartevelt. 3 days earlier, Sagawa had shot and killed Hartevelt and then spent the next few days eating various parts of her body while traveling around France.
Oh, God, 1981.
1981.
God, I wasn't born.
Same.
A couple more years. So I don't have a first-hand account of saying, that happened.
For sure.
I do know of Jeffrey Dahmer being having the glory for cannibalism.
Sure.
I've never heard of this cannibal.
Okay.
That sounds that sounds even worse. You know what I mean?
It's not great.
No, it's kind of on the verge of terrible.
I would agree with you there.
Wow. And those names, they sound Native American, kind of. It doesn't.
Do you want the
fit.
spelling? Would that help you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Issei Sagawa, which is Issei.
Oh, that's different.
And then Sagawa. And then the body that Issei had was Renee Hartevelt, which is Renee Hartevelt.
See, her name ain't real. Mm-mm.
Okay, so what do you think? You think it's a
lie?
You think it's fake?
She's never. That's a fake name. Yes, just based off of the names. Artefelt.
Sure. So we're going with fake crime.
We're going to fake crime.
That's
fake name,
a false
fake
crime.
Yeah.
No, it's a true crime. That is a true crime. That really actually happened.
I am very sorry, and God rest her. I'm very
R.I.P. Renee Hartevelt.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, what do you think? What's next? Person of interest, It's the Law, reverse round, or have you seen that doc?
Oh, wow. Reverse round.
Reverse round, all right. Woo. So basically the way reverse round works is you are going to tell me about a crime, and I have to figure out if that is a true or false crime. If I get it right, you don't get the points. If I get it wrong, you get the points.
Okay. Oh, wow, that means I have to make this really good. Okay.
For sure.
All right. Well, okay. There was 2 kids.
Okay.
They walk into a tape store. This is in the 90s.
Tape, cassette tape, not like
cassette tape. And it's actually one of those they sell furs and then lamps.
Okay.
And cassette tapes in the back and incense on the side. It's very dimly lit.
Okay.
There's a overweight guy behind the counter.
Sure.
He can't really move that fast, so you assume that he can't catch you.
Sure. No loss prevention.
Yeah, and he just can't see, you know what I mean? You just assume if you take something. You know what I mean? He won't really see.
Sure.
So anyway, 2 kids walk into this place, and they start stealing cassette tapes. And he does catch them.
Okay. Physically catch them or just visually?
No, visually, and calls them out.
Okay.
Calls them out and says, I'm going to call the cops.
Okay.
Does call the cops.
All right.
On the kids, and they get escorted home.
Sure. I'm going to say that's a true crime. Is that a true crime?
It was me.
Oh, I knew. This felt, the details were so
told
strong.
Anyone about it?
Oh my gosh!
It's so hard to tell someone that I got caught stealing cassette tapes.
Oh my gosh! What were the cassettes?
There was an Immature. You remember Immature?
Sure.
Playtime is Over album.
Fair enough.
It was really good.
Who could fault you?
And SWV. It was really hot back then, and I wanted both, and we just thought they were bootlegged anyway.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
We've all been there. So no points on that one. That's all right. You've still got a lot to go. We still have
Points
person
in
of
life.
interest.
I got it off my
It's
chest.
the law, and that's the most important part. You got
Yeah.
it off your chest. I can't believe we got the scoop. We've never had breaking news on True Crime False Crime, so I'm so excited about it. Big win. On to the next True Crime False Crime. In 1997, there was a fire that destroyed an entire 15-unit apartment building in West Orange, New Jersey. The fire began around 1:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Upon investigation by Fire Chief Malcolm Bell and his crew, there were no human remains in the debris. Although none of the tenants were reported to be working during the fire and all were believed to be in town, none of them were ever seen again. This remains to be a mystery until this day.
What?
What do you think? Is it true or
Not
false?
New Jersey.
I'm from Jersey. Some stuff goes down.
I know,
It's a creepy
but
place.
I feel like we would have known about it.
It's possible.
What year was this?
1997.
Where was I in 1997? God. Oh, this is hard. I was young.
I was not paying attention to the
I
news
was not. I was
1997.
into Super Mario and
Totally.
VR Troopers. Remember that?
100%.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes. Yeah.
That was, oh my
You're
God.
speaking my language. That's what we were doing in 1997.
That is what we were doing in 1997. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna say no. That's a lie.
That's a false crime?
That's a false crime.
You are absolutely right. That is a false
Yes.
crime.
Oh.
All right.
And I'm back.
On to the next. What do you think? Person of interest. It's the law. Have you seen that, Doc?
Person of interest.
Person of interest. Let's do it. This person of interest's name is Dash Walker, and their crime was evading the police. Is that true or false? Dash Walker, guilty of evading the police.
Dash sounds like a white boy's nickname.
Sure.
So I'm gonna say that's false because he doesn't exist.
That is false.
Okay. Who the hell goes
All
by
right,
Dash?
crossing person of interest off the board. Moving on to the next true crime, false crime.
All right.
In 1987, in the early days of the internet, Charlie Goodman concocted what some consider the first email scam. He would pay workers at email provider companies for lists of email addresses. Using the list, he would send out emails to all of the addresses stating that he was a long-lost cousin and needed money to pay for his cancer treatment. Goodman scammed nearly $2 million before he was eventually caught and sentenced.
Doing a Nigerian phone check.
Yeah, the Nigerian prince scam. But in this instance, it was Charlie's cancer.
Oh.
So what do you think?
I mean, I could see someone trying to bite, the Nigerians. I mean, they've been doing it for years.
For sure. The origins of that Nigerian prince scam go back like all the way to like telegraphs. Like people were running that scam for like ages before the internet was around, which is wild that anybody fell for it during the internet.
Right.
Like we've had hundreds of years to figure this out. The Nigerian prince doesn't actually need your money.
Does not. That is true. Right. Yes, that is true.
But what about Charlie?
Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to say yes.
You can say this is a true crime.
Yes.
This is a false crime.
Oh, God. Oh, it sounded so real.
It's part of the game.
All right.
What do you think? It's the law. Have you seen that doc?
Have you seen that dog?
Have you seen that doc? Do you watch a lot of true crime documentaries?
I do.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
So we might have a formidable opponent here.
I might.
All right. The title of the documentary or docuseries is Wake Up Call, and then just a little blurb about it. Investigators reassess the Delaware motel murders of the late 70s with modern technology.
Forensic Files.
It's similar, for sure.
Oh, God. Forensic. First 48?
Are you guessing titles of documentaries?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is that.
That's not right. Really how this round works.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you the title
Okay.
and then like the tagline of the documentary or docuseries. You just have to tell me if it's real or not.
Oh, so sorry. I was totally guessing it.
That is okay.
But that is true.
You're
'cause I
100%
saw it.
right.
I saw it.
That like both of those things could have definitely featured the
I've
story.
seen them. So,
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
true.
True.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
100%.
wake up call.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's 100% true.
That is fake.
I saw it on one of the.
I don't know what you were watching, but it was not a real thing. And
Oh.
that's okay. Sometimes we
That
watch things
happens.
that aren't real and remember things that
That
aren't there.
that aren't there.
It happens.
That does happen.
All right. This is your last true crime, false crime.
Okay. Am I winning?
And then we're going to cross off. Have you seen that doc? Do you want to get a point check?
No.
Okay. We'll tell you at the end. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're going to, because we got to know. We just got to know.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. In 2017, the senior members of the Phi Rho Sigma fraternity at Hamilton College were arrested and eventually tried and sentenced for forcing 3 of their fraternity pledges to drink so much that they were hospitalized for alcohol poisoning. Reuben Travers, Anderson Madsen, and Ryan Howard pled guilty to coercion and hazing in the 1st degree. Is that a true crime?
True.
True crime?
Yeah.
No, that is a false crime.
Okay. How do you make them sound so, and maybe
It's called acting.
it's so good.
All right. It's the law. That's your last even numbered prompt that we have here.
All right.
Let's bust it out. And then we just have your last meal. And then we're going to wrap it up.
All right.
In California, it is illegal to sell a mousetrap without a hunting license. Illegal to sell a mousetrap without a hunting license.
That's a big deal. I mean, a mousetrap.
Small game, but
exactly small game.
Game nonetheless.
Exactly, game nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and say, though, that you can get one easily, from an Ace Hardware.
But does that Ace Hardware need to have a hunting license?
Oh, man.
Because that's the question here. This is a law. It's either true or false.
I'm going to say it's false.
That is a true law.
What?
That is a real thing. In California, you have to have a hunting license to sell a mousetrap.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how many other people besides whoever made that legislation in California believe that rodents are a huntable thing, or that's what you're doing with a trap, but
yeah,
it passed. Enough people thought that was a thing for it to pass.
Okay.
Government.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We have your last meal.
All right.
This is worth 3 points.
Oh, this is huge. I think that might tie me.
This is the big one.
Okay.
A single unpitted olive. This is someone's last meal on death row. Did somebody request a single unpitted olive?
I mean, to be honest, that's so easy to eat.
It is.
And it reminds you of a martini in a way. Maybe you can get the imagination going.
Dirty martini, hold the martini.
Yeah, and just things you do after you have a martini. You tell a secret, kiss a person.
Sure.
But you won't have anyone in jail. So I don't think that someone would do that. I feel like they would want something filling.
I probably would. I would go ham.
You would
I wouldn't have ham, but I'd go ham.
Okay. That's okay. I'm going to say no. No one would just have an olive.
That is a true last meal. It was Victor Figuere's last meal.
Then he deserved to die. Okay.
That was your last meal. What was the final points? 5 points. Congratulations on your 5 points, Krystal.
It is all about participation and learning at the same time.
You think you're in last place?
Yeah, at the moment.
Hey, someone has to hold that spot.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any true crimes or fake crimes that you want featured on the show, you can tweet us at truecrimefalse or email us at truecrimefalsecrime@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Do you have any last words before we get out of here?
Just try not to commit those crimes, everyone.
Truer words or falser words have never been spoken. We'll be back soon with another exciting edition of True Crime, False Crime. Until then, I am Jordan Katcher. Stay true or false.
This was a Little Bit Fastenau production.